48 degrees in Millbank, one of the nicest days this spring. It's the draft, 2013 NFL Draft Day 1. Dolphins, I don't know what they're going to do. They might trade up and grab a top 5 pick. They might trade out of the first round. Hayden, cornerback is probably my pick. I just can't wait. Pick's going to come in about 8 to 8:30 here in Millbank. Alex should be over at the house. Just stopped at Barron's, got some pizzas. Life is good. Tonight's the official unveiling of the new uniform. You have a look early.
Will do even if they do stay at 12.
Yeah, it's a luxury pick, I think, right now, especially since we've addressed so many needs in the offseason. From you talk about the.
I have no idea what the Dolphins are going to do. I almost hope for a cornerback, but
we did the secondary going out and get Brent
I know they'll do it right
for a nice deal, as well as bringing guys like Chris Clemens back. So we've done a lot of really good things so far and addressed some needs. Our biggest need, I think, Keith, you'd have to admit, probably the O-line right now.
I know it's amazing that we're back at the draft and we're possibly talking about the Dolphins taking another offensive lineman, but I think that's a testament, like you mentioned.
Super Bowl 48 begins now. So here we go. The 2013 NFL Draft is officially open. The Kansas City Chiefs are now on the clock.
There you go. Andy Reid. Nice Hawaiian shirt out of Coach Reid right there. Ooh, Nicely done. Maybe, is that a sign they're taking tail, maybe? I don't know. There he is. And then there's the draft party. The fans there in Kansas City, Missouri. A totally new regime. New general.
I talked to the players. They liked it. And I asked a few of those players, OJ, I said, do they make you feel faster? They said, yeah, they do make you feel faster. I asked Ryan Tannehill, said, are there more touchdowns in that uniform? He said, there better be.
That's all I like to hear right there. They look great in them. That's all. Yeah, that's a good start.
That's all you need to know. There better be more touchdowns in there, according to Ryan Tannehill. Need to see Greasy and Marino and Jason Taylor back in uniform. Bob got all the pants and everything.
He had those shiny, I forgot they had those silky, those shiny pants and everything. And, yeah, he fitted them well. He said they were a little tight, a little taut, he said, Jersey was a little bit tighter than it used to be, but it's Bob Greasy. You look good.
All right, let's go up to New York for pick number 2.
In the 2013 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Luke Joeckel, Texas A&M.
All right, so the 2 tackles in the first 2 picks of this draft. Will it be 3 straight? Will it be Oakland at number 3, or will a team trade up and take the Raiders spot in order to get the last of the tackles? Let's learn a little bit more.
Oh, man.
Miami Dolphins.
The Oakland Raiders have traded the 3rd pick to the Miami Dolphins. With the 3rd pick in the 2013 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Deion Jordan, defensive end, Oregon.
Whoa.
It wasn't for Lane Johnson. It's Deion Jordan, the Oregon Duck, whose former college coach is now on the clock in Philadelphia. He is now going to South Florida. They did not trade up to fill the Jake Long slot after all. They went ahead and got Deion Jordan.
Here's something for you. Do you think they can also get Brandon Albert? Miami, do you think they can go get Brandon Albert also?
From the trade from Mike, this is all about going to get Tom Brady.
Oh yeah,
that's what this is about. Yeah. We gotta go get Tom Brady. Put pressure on Tom Brady.
They have to have a plan though for left tackle. The player that I compare him to, which is Jason Taylor, who ironically played for the Miami Dolphins. I also think he could look...
Okay, let's go to Dolphin coverage.
Dolphins pull the trigger on a big move, Bo Camper, to get somebody who can get after the quarterback.
Well, this is a huge move, and obviously Jeff Ireland felt that Deion Jordan wasn't going to be around at 12. And you look at a lot of the projections, and
wow,
he was a guy that was anywhere from early in the draft to mid in that first round, and a guy that you may have thought had been there. And Jeff was certainly has the conviction that Deion Jordan is the guy that he wants. And look, you've got pressure on one side.
Goodness.
You got pressure on one side already, and a Pro Bowler over there. And you had Deion Jordan on the other side putting pressure. That's something.
Wow. Third pick in the draft.
We've talked about cornerbacks. We've talked about the Dolphins not having cornerbacks. I can tell you this. Whoever lines up at cornerback for the Dolphins this year, they're going to be better because of Deion Jordan.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Bo. Did they talk about the secondary? Yep. The secondary just got better.
Yep.
With that pick right there. Having Cam Wake on one side and Deion Jordan off the other side, there's immediate pressure on quarterback.
Wow.
The study guys on the inside with Starks and Soliai. That front four of ours right now just got better overnight.
Guys, I absolutely love this pick.
Oh, man.
I couldn't have imagined us being able to go up and get a player of the caliber of Deion Jordan, the production he brings from college.
Wow, this is big.
Guy that you don't have to scheme to get a sack. He gets you a sack.
Yeah.
And if you're going to compete against the New England Patriots 2 times a year, you have to be able to just beat a guy one-on-one and get a sack and not blitz Tom Brady. Exactly.
Right.
You need this guy.
He does remind me of Alden Smith, like you mentioned, coming out of Missouri.
Yep.
Remember his rookie year with the Niners, a 3-4 outside linebacker. He gets 19 sacks, but you know what? He didn't even start. He played every down.
Right.
He didn't even play every down. This guy's they're gonna find a way to have this guy in the field most downs.
We really need to show the people at home what this guy looks like in a football uniform. He's breathtaking off the edge. Here he is.
Wow.
He's standing up here. At 6'7", he's only 240. He can flatten and bend. Here he is with his hand in the dirt. This is what
Keep talking.
in the future. Hand in the dirt. Nice handwork. Now watch him flatten to the quarterback. Uses the hands, gets to the quarterback. Remember, I believe he puts 20-plus pounds on over the next 2 years. Little spin move inside, explodes to the quarterback.
What's that motor like, Mike? What's that motor like?
Motor's excellent. As a matter of fact, at Oregon, they even put him out over the slot and had him disrupt the slot in pass coverage. The one thing is he had shoulder surgery.
Wow.
Look at that movement right there.
Wow.
He had shoulder surgery that's been fixed, and that's one of the reasons why he couldn't put the weight on.
Deion's a Dolphin.
To move up the 9 slots to take him was the 42nd overall pick, their highest second-round choice. The Dolphins have Deion Jordan out of Oregon, and Philadelphia has Chip Kelly out of Oregon, and he's on the
Yeah.
In round 2 at number 42. That is the first of the 2 second-round picks, and the Dolphins move up to take Deion Jordan. So the Dolphins give up pick number 4 overall in the second round, and then 2 picks in the third round, numbers 77 and 82. So they gave something up, but they moved up. They obviously had conviction about this kind of player, and that was a real deal playmaker that the Miami Dolphins just drafted.
Here's Alex Cantine.
Miami Dolphins.
This guy sounds dominant. Extremely surprised.
6'6", 248-pound
Grab a
defensive
seat.
end from Oregon. Originally an elite tight end prospect, Jordan eventually was converted into a defensive end and became a
Defensive lineman with their pick a little while
Alex's
ago.
new jersey here, just ordered on the way. Will be here when?
That's a shame. We'll talk about that and a lot more as we come back. Want to remind you, you're listening to Fins on the Clock.
2013
I know what
NFL
is.
Draft.
Monty.
The Baltimore
Ty.
Ravens select Matt Elam, defensive back, Florida.
I was wrong.
That concludes the first round of the 2013 NFL Draft. Thank you all for making tonight special. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow night at 6:30 Eastern Time for rounds 2 and 3. Good night, everybody.
And for that night, both Geno Smith and Manti Te'o will be available.
April 26th. It says 56 degrees. Day 2 of the NFL Draft. The Dolphins got Deion Jordan last night. On my way to DP's here at 4:33 p.m.
Free agent in 1967, Hall of Fame guard Larry Little.
And counting. 17-0, baby.
Yeah. DP.
That's right, it's true.
That's great start, Larry Little.
With the 54th pick in the 2013 draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jamar Taylor, defensive back from Boise State.
The corner.
I don't know who he is, but
he's tough.
Pride of that undefeated season, but here is Jamar Taylor out of Boise State. A lot of varied opinions on this player.
I'll tell you what, there might have been varied opinions, Trey, but he was my 4th highest rated corner, and I think when you look at a kid 5'10 and a half, 192 pounds, he can run a 4.39 40, and this past year really put it all together. 3-year starter at Boise State. I thought he was a marginal prospect going into this season, really stepped it up. One of the stronger corners you'll ever find. 22 reps at the combine, plays the ball well, good instincts for the position, shows a lot of confidence, had a good Senior Bowl week as well, Todd. Caps off his career, playing his best football, and I think very much went from maybe a 5th-round pick to a 2nd-round pick based on his performance this season.
One of the important things when studying a quarterback is his burn percentage. How many times targeted versus how many times he was burned. Taylor had one of the best burn percentages of all the quarterbacks in this class. He really knows how to protect himself well. I think he's going to be a really good player in the next round.
He knows what's coming at him.
Yes.
The corners that scare quarterbacks the most are the ones that are in your head. They know what's coming before the ball snap. You watch Jamar Taylor play. He understands route concepts. He understands situations. He understands everything that's going to come at him.
By the way, this was the pick that the Miami Dolphins got when they gave up Vontae Davis to Indianapolis. So they give up a corner, they get back a corner in the next year's draft. Back to Marcus Hunt. He also said he learned to play by watching Madden video games or playing.
For somebody, I don't understand this.
Here it is on TV.
There at number 77, and obviously they've passed on him a couple of times already.
Dallas Thomas, guard, Tennessee.
At number 77.
Are you bum?
No.
Thomas, tackle. Tennessee. And a wide receiver here. I guess when you trade back into a round, it's fun to imagine it's an exciting skill position guy. But of course, you never know. There just could be somebody else there that they like. Maybe another cornerback that they like. What do you think?
If you're trading 3 picks, it has to be, in my opinion, it has to be a wide receiver. It has to be a Quentin Patton. He's a guy that can play inside. He can play outside. You know, Swope can do the same.
Can you give me some volume here?
And with the 93rd pick in the 2013 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Will Davis, defensive back, Utah State.
Well, I
know nothing.
Know nothing?
I know nothing about the guy.
And he was another one of the guys, Charles, at the Senior Bowl, where I kind of felt like there were several of the quick-footed guys. He's a man corner with very good ball skills, and he'll be physical. Now,
sometimes nature eventually wins these battles.
DP spitting out vitals on
E.W. Webb, William and Mary, 4.40, 40-inch vertical, sleeper under the radar corner, potential pick, Miami Dolphins.
You heard it.
104.
Pick is in.
Jelani Jenkins, outside linebacker, Florida Gators. I don't know anything about him.
6 sacks career. What's with this guy? Dolphins just took a tight end. What's his name?
Deion Sims, tight end, Michigan State, 6'7", about 280. Really tough over the middle, good blocker. He'll come in and play right away.
Great breakdown. That's DP's initial thoughts on the newest Dolphin. May this be the beginning of one of the best summers of your lives, Petersons.
Thank you.
Today, and the guy I think most people are going to talk the most about because of the familiarity with him, John, is the running back, Mike Gillislee, and I know you're very high.
Well, he's a downhill runner. He's one of the guys we highlighted, Jesse, in our player profiles when we were looking into this draft. He was definitely on my 5 or 6 top running backs of this list because he can do so much. He has elusive speed. He can break a big play at any time, and he's got good hands catching the football. All the qualities you're looking for in a West Coast offense. I think he's tough enough to pick up the blitz. He's tough enough to help in pass protection. But the big thing is he's a game-breaking running back. He's got the speed. He's gets into that second.